Hey everyone, this is Neil Napier here. Can you please give me a very quick shout out in the chat box if you can hear me all right and if you're ready to go? Hey Wolfgang, good to have you on the call. I actually am just doing this introduction for the second time because my microphone was muted. So it's always good that we check this. Brandon, Lewis, good to have you on the call as well. Detlev, Dean, and Al Rodix and Mudaya. Good to have you here as well. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you've had an awesome time so far. I hope you have a lot of cool things planned for this year. So do we. And one of those things is what I'm going to share with you today. Basically, my top 10 predictions for funnels for 2018. You know, where funnels are going to go, what's going to be new this time, what's going to be different, and how can you stay ahead of the curve. Also, let me know what part of the world you're coming in from. As always, it's good to hear from you. As always, it's good to know they've got a very diverse crowd here. And I'll quickly call out your locations as well so everyone knows that you're coming from different parts of the world at different time zones as well. We've got Dean from the UK. We've got Mike from Canada. From Toronto, says Lewis. We've got London, says Brandon. Stefan from Romania. Hey, Stefan. We've got Jorg from New Zealand and Detlef from Germany. And Judith, hey Judith from San Diego. And Canada, 9 degrees, 30 centimeters snow, says Wolfgang. I don't know about you guys, but I think the weather's kind of topsy-turvy at the moment. That is, it's warm where it should be cold, and it's cold where it should be relatively warm. So kind of strange, I think. But hey, that's how it goes. Um, Florida, but in India on holiday, perfect. And John from Cyprus as well. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So my goal today is to give you my top 10 predictions for 2018 when it comes to funnels mostly. I won't be talking too much about membership platforms or membership sites or how to do email marketing. That's outside the scope for the session today. Today, I want to talk about what kind of funnels you need to be creating next year and exactly how that's going to go for you if you follow along the roadmap that I'm going to give you. And that's primarily because we are putting all our efforts into funnels in 2018. That is, I've revamped a lot of things in my business and I've realized that a lot of what I need to do needs to be focused around business. So my goals, for example, and these are quite ambitious. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit all of them, but as long as if I hit some of them, that's fine. So my very high level overview of goals for next year are: number one, I'm going to create 26 new funnels. So one new funnel every 2 weeks with the intention of selling Kyvio. Now, you know, we put a lot of effort behind Kyvio. We're not working on any other software platform at the moment. So whatever we can do to tell everyone about it, we will. And I'm going to create 26 new funnels in the next year to do just that. Secondly, I'm going to be creating 12 new information products to get new leads and more sales for ourselves. Now, I love teaching. I absolutely love getting people on a workshop, on a webinar like this, and I love sharing what I know. So we'll be doing more of that in 2018. And finally, my goal, my profit goal at the end of the day is to generate over $500,000 in company profit using our funnels and paid traffic as well. I have to unravel a lot of paid traffic this year, but my goal is to generate $500,000 in net profit using our funnels and paid traffic. And this is a pretty good goal. You know, even if I hit half of that, it'll be okay. But I'm hoping for at least $500,000, and that's my big goal at the end of the year. So I hope that you also have some goals written down somewhere. You don't need to have everything listed out, but it's good to have some income goals. It's good to have some process goals, and otherwise, just so that you know that you're working towards something, just so that you can always motivate yourself and say, hey, I was supposed to create one new funnel every 2 weeks. I haven't created one this week. I absolutely must do it next week, even if it sucks. But just for the sake of hitting my goals, I should create a funnel. So work on that. Brandon says, I'm good at trading. That's true. I love trading, and luckily I'm good at it, so I do enjoy it. Now, I'll be very honest in this session, as always. If I promise to give you great content today, do I have your permission to take just 10 minutes to give you a great offer at the end of it. For the next 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes or so, I'm going to share great content. I'm going to share predictions. Regardless of whether or not you stay for the offer, you're going to get a lot from those 40 to 45 minutes. But as long as you found value in those 40 to 45 minutes, I would urge you to stick around for another 10-15 minutes and see if what I have to offer is something that you want to take up in 2018. So as long as I have your permission, cool, I'll proceed. If I don't, you've got a couple of options. You can just stay for the content part, skip afterwards, or you can just leave right now. That's okay as well. All right, so my goal for you today is three things. I want to show you three mistakes that most marketers are making these days with their funnels. I'm going to predict 10 ways in which funnels will change next year, and I'm going to help you adapt your business for changes in 2018. So as you know, internet marketing is quite dynamic field. Things are changing all the time. New kinds of funnels are popping up. All kind of funnels are not working anymore, or they're not optimized anymore. What I'm going to do today on this session is I'm going to help you prepare your business for 2018 from the perspective of funnels. There's so much more that we could cover, but I don't have time today. It would just take too long to talk about every part of the business. So I'm going to focus on funnels today and show you how you can improve them in your business in 2018. Because new year does mean that you need to create new funnels. Some funnels from last year might still work, but most of them will stop working for simple reasons. Some of them because you accidentally used the year 2017 somewhere in your funnel and it just doesn't convert with anymore. Sometimes maybe the market has changed. I mean, you've probably noticed this as well, that recently over the last 3 months or so, there's been quite a dramatic shift towards cryptocurrencies. So everyone's now talking about cryptocurrencies, whereas last year it was about e-commerce. So 2018 most likely will be centered on cryptocurrency. So there are all these different changes that are happening in the marketplace that affect the way you run your funnels. So my goal is to help you improvise, adapt, and overcome any challenges that you're going to face in 2018. And I hope that I can give you some guidelines to do exactly that when you leave the session today. Now, if you do stay until the end, I've got a very cool gift for you. I'm not sure if I can actually show you this right now because I don't think I have it with me at the moment. But we have a very cool 10-point checklist that we've created around funnels. Basically, you can follow this checklist, and right before you hit publish on your funnel, right before you start driving traffic to your funnel, you can go through this checklist and you can make sure you've done all the 10 things to get the most results out of your funnels. So if you stay till the end, we're going to give that to you. If I forget, do remind me. Now, this might be the one session that makes the most impact in your business this year. Listen, I know what beginning of New Year's are like. We all have these goals and we all have things that we're going to do this year that we didn't do last year. We have fitness goals, we have business goals, we have personal life goals, and that's a good thing. It's a really good thing to have goals. But what goes wrong is that implementing these goals without proper direction or without proper planning rarely ever works out. Think back to this time last year, January 4th, 2017, when you were like, hey, I'm really excited about 2017. I'm going to do so much this year. I've got all these different goals, and that's great. But if you don't actually have the direction or the steps to get there in the end, it's not going to work out. So my job today is to kind of give you a roadmap and show you what's going to happen in 2018, and then you can use some of that to implement it in your business. Okay. Let me see. Ariste, I don't quite follow what you're saying. Let me see. Aha, I think it's to do with the refresh rates. Got it. Perfect. Yeah, it's GoToWebinar being wonky. So Rista, if it's okay, I'm going to leave the questions with you. You can handle them and I'll circle back to them a bit later on if that's okay. I'll try and pause and see if the GoToWebinar thing goes away. Yeah, usually it shouldn't be there, but okay, perfect. I'll leave that there. Yeah, sometimes just hate GoToWebinar, all these technical issues. Okay, Rista, if it's okay, just message me on WhatsApp or something, or Facebook Messenger. I'm just going to focus on the webinar, and I won't open the GoToWebinar chat box. All right, cool. Okay, so this might be one session that makes the most impact in your business this year, just because it is important at this stage to have some directions, to have some roadmap in your business, and I'm going to show you that today. Now, if you don't know who I am, if it's the first time you're attending one of these sessions with me, my name is Neil Napier. I run Kyvio, I run KV Social, and we have generated over 100,000 leads using our funnels. And we've worked with our clients as well, our customers, to help them do the same thing as well. And my goal always has been to build an active community of digital marketers and entrepreneurs who want to do more in their business. That's the one thing I think about every day. I wake up in the morning and I think about how can we grow our community. So that's something that we're going to also talk about today, because this is going to be quite important in 2018. That is, if you haven't built your own community yet, if you haven't maximized the impact of your own crowd, then I'm going to show you how to do that today as well. So answer this question for me. Just put in a yes in the chat box. Wouldn't it be awesome if every funnel that you created, converted, and just worked? Wouldn't it be just really easy going in, you create a funnel, and you know that that's just going to work out? Because that's something that a lot of people struggle with. They struggle with knowing what kind of funnels are going to work. They struggle with knowing exactly what's going to work out in their business when they create a new funnel. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had that confirmation even before you created that funnel? Okay, a lot of yeses. And I know I can see all of them, but a lot of yeses. That's good. That would be pretty cool, right? So for me, after having created tons and tons of funnels in my business, I found three things to be absolutely true. Number one is that good funnels serve your customers without annoying them. So if you're creating a funnel, as long as you don't annoy your customers, and long as you serve them well, it will work out. It's a good funnel. Secondly, good funnels don't need too many moving parts, which means that if you've got a good funnel, it doesn't need to be tweaked all the time. It doesn't need to be worked on all the time. And finally, good funnels build trust and generate sales as well. What I mean is that good funnels not only sell, and remember, as a marketer, that is your main goal. I don't care. I mean, you can be super ethical about it, which is good, but you don't have to be a socialist, right? You don't have to say, no, 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 I'm just going to help everyone for free. No, you are in it to make a difference, but also at the same time, make money. So build trust and generate sales through the process. Those are the few things that I've learned over many years, that when it comes to building funnels, your funnels need to serve your customers, your funnels need to build trust, your funnels need to make sales, and they shouldn't have too many moving parts, which means that they shouldn't have too much going on in them. Okay? So those are the key things that you need to remember. Now, there are a few mistakes that people make with their business, with their funnels all the time. It is unfortunate. They still do that. It happens. I'm going to tell you how to avoid them. So, three key mistakes people make. The first big mistake is that they start their funnel creation in the wrong order, right? So, let's say if I asked you to pick a market, pick a product, and create a funnel around it, you'd probably think, okay, what can I give away for opt-in? And then you'll create that. Then you'll think, what can I sell after that? And then you will sell that. You'll think, what should be the upsell? And then you'll prepare that. And then, so on and so forth. That's absolutely wrong way to go about it. That's just the worst kind of method, the worst kind of process you can choose to create a new funnel. When you're creating a new funnel, you have to think of the end goal. You have to think of the absolute final thing that you will sell. So, for example, let me open up Notepad, and I'm going to type up a few things here. Okay, Let's open up Notepad. Okay, so when I think about a funnel, when you think about a funnel, you shouldn't think about, okay, what should be the freebie? And then what should I sell? That's just the wrong way to go about it. Instead, you should start from the end. You should say, okay, what's my final offer that I want to make? So maybe you're in a service business where your final offer is worth $20,000, hypothetically, right? So this is your final OTO, as we call it, or upsell, right? Now you need to work backward. So maybe $20,000 is a bit too much for someone. Can you give them a cheaper option? Maybe. Maybe you can do a $5,000 option for them. But maybe for some people that's too much. You can do another one. You can say, hey, how about just 1,000? Maybe that's too much as well. Then how about, say, only $297? And you can work backwards from that. And then your main offer can be $97. And then you can have a freebie that leads into the main offer. So here's what you've done. Instead of trying to think about just the first thing and then the next thing, you've thought about the last thing already. You've planned out your entire business by saying, okay, I'm going to sell a $20,000 thing, but for those that can't afford it, I'm going to scale back a few things and sell them something for $5,000. Those that can't even afford that, I'm going to maybe put them in a group instead and sell it for $1,000. If they can't even pay that, then maybe I'll just give them pre-recorded training for $297. If they can't even pay that, I'm just going to give them a checklist or a downloadable product or even just a book at $97. So that's your funnel working backwards. If you started doing this the other way, you'd start by creating a freebie and then really weak offer and then even weaker upsell after that and a weaker upsell after that. So whatever your business type is, start thinking about what your absolute final product is going to be and work backwards from there. That's a mistake a lot of people make, but after today, you shouldn't make that mistake. The second mistake a lot of people make is that they don't think about the ideal customer. So who will buy this? Why would they buy it? And if they don't buy it from you right now, what else could they buy from someone else? These are very important questions to consider. So when I think about who will buy this, you want to think about, for example, who is your ideal customer? What's their age? And, what is it? Where do they live? And what kind of food they eat? All those different things, right? Then why would they buy it? Like, what will drive them to make a buying decision? And finally, if not this, if they choose not to buy this today, where can they go and buy something else next time? So if they choose not to buy your product today, what is the next product they're going to buy? And you need to know this because maybe if you have the bandwidth, you can create that next product. Okay? Perfect. Yep, I think now the screen is okay. I appreciate that heads up as well. That's good. So that's the second mistake a lot of people make, is that they don't think about their ideal customer. To them, the customer is an afterthought. A lot of people create business for themselves. It doesn't work like that. You have to create a business that other people will follow in and they will buy something from you. So business should be about them, not as much about you. The third mistake people make is that they try to sell the funnels to clients. So again, this might apply to you, be applicable to you if you're in the service business. If you're not, it's probably not applicable. But a lot of people go to their clients and say, hey, I can create a funnel for you. If your client is running a restaurant or is running a beauty salon, they don't care about funnels. They don't care about what pages you build for them. All they want is results. All they want is leads and then sales. So your job is to deliver that. If you try selling the infrastructure, if you try selling the process, they're not going to want to buy it. They will feel overwhelmed. They will feel that they're not getting enough value out of working with you. Instead, you need to promise or deliver results. You need to deliver an output. It shouldn't be about the process. It should be about what they get at the end of it. Does that make sense? I mean, were you making one of these mistakes in 2017? And if you were, can I expect you to avoid them this year? Let me know. Give me a yes if these three mistakes are things that you want to avoid next year. That you want to avoid creating funnels in the wrong order. You want to avoid picking bad audience. And at the same time, you want to avoid selling just funnels to your clients. You want to instead sell a solution. Okay, perfect. Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting lots of yeses. That's very good. I appreciate that. I know the question was a little bit convoluted, so I apologize for that. So let's talk about 2018. Let's talk about exactly how funnels will change next year and what you can do to stay ahead. Again, most of what you're doing might still be applicable in the next year, but the things that I'm going to talk about today are going to make the biggest impact next year because they're going to be new, they're going to be fresh, and everyone's going to want to do them. Everyone will see results from them as well. So this is quite late now. Will this session be useful for you or not? I should have put this slide earlier. The thing is, regardless of the market you're in, regardless of the product type that you're building, or regardless of your current experience, you will be impacted by funnels and changes that happens to funnels in the next year. And everything that I'm going to show you, I got to read this out for you quickly. FTC disclaimer. Results that I'm going to show you throughout the process are not typical. I'll walk you through a specific system that I'm using myself, and it's making me huge earnings at the time of this webinar, but my results are not typical, and there's a good chance that you will not get the same results. But I'm happy to show exactly what is working for me right now for free. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is not a work from home business. This is the kind of thing that you have to work towards in your business and get results with. So let's talk about 10 funnel predictions for 2018. And if you're ready, give me a quick yes. I'll again make sure that the screen is showing up fine. If you want me to show you my 10 funnel predictions for next year, or rather this year, we're already 2018, let me know. Okay, excellent. Lots of yeses coming in as well. This crowd is really, really active. I love that. Cool. So let's talk about number one. This is in no particular order, by the way. Some are more important than the others, but all of them are going to happen next year. So you will be impacted by them next year for sure. So number one is funnel personalization. This is something that you kind of already have with emails. So when you're sending out an email, you can use like one of those short codes, first name, whatever, second name or email address, and you can make your audience feel like you're really talking to them. Now that happens for emails, but it doesn't quite happen for funnels just yet. But that's going to change. I mean, we ourselves are going to include this in Kyvio. So if you have that, you're going to see a lot of funnel personalization in place as well. But I'm talking about essentially changing what your funnels look like or changing how your funnels behave based on the user. So using the name on the pages, very simple thing. When you send out an email, or if you send out an email once and they land on the page once, we know their IP address. What we're going to be able to do is that we're going to use that IP address and their name on other pages as well that are under Kyvio, for example. So this is something that we're building over time, and it is something that you're going to see a lot more in 2018. 2018 is going to be a lot more about changing funnels based on people's level of awareness. So Eugene Schwartz, he did a great book, Breakthrough Advertising, many, many years ago, and he came up with this 5 stages, 5 levels of awareness. And depending on where the audience is in this awareness cycle, you can target them differently. So imagine for a second someone landing on a page who has already seen your offer, maybe they're coming in from a retargeting campaign. Instead of seeing the page that everyone else sees, because they're very much aware about it now, they see like a different page. They see a smaller page where you give them a discount. That's because they're most aware about your product or your service. Imagine, on the other hand, someone who has never heard of you, doesn't even stay in that market where you're trying to sell. They come in. What you will have to do with them is, instead of showing them a buy button immediately, you will have to warm them up with content to begin with. So you personalize the funnel based on their behavior, based on their expectations, and also based on their performance thus far. And this is big. This is very, very big. It's a little bit advanced, but again, the way we are going to do it in Kyvio, it's going to be really easy. It's going to be really formulated so that you can implement it quickly. But regardless, I can guarantee you that 2018 is going to be all about funnel personalization, as you already do with email marketing as well. That's the first thing. The second thing is interaction. Interaction matters a lot. A lot of funnels these days are built on, hey, do this thing, and when you do this thing, we'll send you an email, and then you'll do the next thing. And that's fine. To an extent, that works. But what's happening now is that people are running contests all the time, right? So of UpViral, just last week we recommended an application to you. It was called HypeSprout. It helps you run contests as well. So what's happening with these kind of funnels is that you are turning your customers into brand evangelists. You're turning them into a marketing force. One way to generate traffic is to go out and talk to affiliates. That's fine. You give up 50%, you give up 60%, and someone jumps on board, mails for your offer, you make money. That's okay. But now what's happening is that there are a lot of people who are already your customers, and they have big social media following. They might not have social media following in your market, but still they have friends and family and other people that follow them, that listen to their advice. So now you have the opportunity to turn basically everyone into an affiliate for you. Imagine for a second that you have 50 customers or 100 customers or 1,000 customers. You're giving all of them a megaphone and saying, go and tell everyone about us in a very good way. You're not kind of cheapening it by just giving them money. And they will do it because they like you. They will do it because they are already your customers. And you do this for us as well. I mean, just to prove a point, if I have run a viral contest in past, if I've asked you to share the link with people who might be interested, you've done that in past. And I've been able to generate 300, 400 additional leads just from that. And as a result, it's been beneficial for you as well. So this is very big. We are turning funnels around in that as soon as someone goes through the funnel, we bring them back in, but in a different way. We say, hey, now that you've seen everything, why not tell other people? And if you do, here's what we can do for you. It's not mandatory, it's completely optional, but people do it because they feel strongly about what it is that they've just gone through. So interaction is very important. So this year, in your funnels, when you build them out, always think about what can I do to turn my customer into a brand evangelist, into a marketing force. That's where interaction matters. The third thing that's going to change in 2018 is going to be more and more one-page funnels. So this is actually from Samcart. Samcart's doing it really well at the moment. And again, you're going to see this coming into Kyview as well. But typically, you've got, crazy little funnels is this two-step funnel. You've got the opt-in page, and you've got the thank you /sales page, and that's really good. But now funnels are going to change into one-page funnels. So instead of asking people to go through 2 steps, we're just going to give them 1 step up front. So we're going to say, hey, this is the offer on the right. Here's the buy now button. Pick one. And again, this is obviously going to work better with warm audience, but as more and more people start accumulating leads, more and more people start accumulating retargeting leads, one-page funnels are going to be really, really powerful in this coming year. I'm even going to do a course about this in March, actually, especially once we have it kind of ready with Kyview, because then I can really show you how to do it. But this is just going to be absolutely groundbreaking this year. Some people are already doing it at the moment. Some people are already implementing it right now in their business. I've seen, for example, Ben Atkins doing it. That's been pretty cool. I've seen Samcart doing it. But this year, almost everyone will start doing it. So 3 things that we've covered so far. We've talked about personalization, we've talked about incentivization, and we've talked about one-page funnels. I'm going to get a sip of water, but just to check, are you still with me? Is this content useful for you? Can you see basically maybe how you can change your business a little bit or adapt your business for 2018 by working on one of these 3 things? Give me a 1 in the chat box. Give me a yes if it's useful so far, and I'll get some water. Okay, perfect. Yes, 1. Lots of 1s coming in, lots of yeses coming in. This is good. I appreciate that. I'm glad the content is useful. Let's move on to the 4th prediction of 2018. So the fourth prediction that I have is quite straightforward actually, is that a lot of people are going to start moving from digital to physical. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't already, but I can explain why we haven't. So, we are primarily digital marketers. We sell courses, we sell trainings, we sell software platforms. So almost 100% of our business is digital. Moving into physical has challenges because it's a new thing that we have to learn. It is a little bit more expensive in terms of fulfillment. On the other hand, e-commerce was really, really big last year. So if people like us haven't really gotten into e-commerce yet, doing physical products of our own would be an easy way to do. So for example, in my case, I know I'm already thinking about publishing a book this year, and it wouldn't be on Kindle. It would be a physical book. People would have to sign up for it. One of those free plus shipping offers, and we'll send out the book to everyone. So selling books in physical magazines is kind of an easy transition from where we are right now. It's tough in terms of implementation because we haven't done it, but there's a lot of motivation now to do that. There's a lot of motivation now to open up a new channel of sales, and that's physical, because once you start selling books, you can sell t-shirts, you can sell I don't know, anything like mugs or any cool stuff around your brand. So as brands become stronger, as digital brands become stronger, people will capitalize that and sell more stuff. I know, for example, Alex Becker is selling a lot of t-shirts and jerseys all the time. Like, he's like, go ahead and buy this jersey. I mean, he's making enough money with other stuff, but he's selling that as well, because why not? It makes sense. In the same way, people in the physical product market are also going to sell digital products. So think about this for a second, right? I know e-commerce folks that are making more than 6 figures a month. I mean, they have absolutely massive list of prospects who bought something off of their store. The challenge is that all these prospects bought a physical product. Maybe they bought a cup, maybe they bought some kitchen equipment, something like that. But still, it's a big untapped market. They have an opportunity to go out there and sell some digital products to this crowd as well. Not everyone's going to buy, but if you think about it, the cost of fulfillment is really low on digital products. So a lot of it is just kept as profits. And everyone reads PDFs. Everyone listens to audio in their car, on their phone when they're jogging. It's just something that we do. So that gives a lot of people in e-commerce market an opportunity to tap into and sell digital products to people out there. So you're going to see a lot of that happening as well. Someone's going to come out with an amazing training that shows people how to take the leads that they have in the physical market and how to sell them digital products without appearing spammy. So if you are doing e-commerce already, you're going to be doing a lot of this as well in 2018. Another thing that's going to make big waves, it's kind of already there. Like, messenger chatbots are already being deployed by people, but it's a little bit technical. It's not as expensive, but the process is a bit technical. It requires a lot of hand holding all the time. That's going to change. In 2018, chatbot funnels are going to be mass adopted for a little while. So what's going to happen is that almost everyone that you know who does any kind of marketing online will set up a button on their website. When people click, they end up on a messenger list, and that's great. I think that's what we want. But eventually, Facebook will start slapping things down. So I'll tell you this right now, and I've heard this from very credible sources. A lot of people who are running their messenger bots, they're running them badly because they're promoting too aggressively. Messenger bots, basically the current rules for Facebook Messenger say that you shouldn't be selling aggressively via your messenger channel. So if there are those people that are misusing it right now, they are eventually going to get banned as well. So not only chatbots are going to be successful next year, but they're going to be too successful, and then Facebook is going to clamp down hard, because that's just what they do. I mean, with everything that Facebook does, this is their MO, that they create something, they leave it out wide in the open, everyone uses it, and they come back and say, hey, no, you can't do that. You can't do so much. We'll limit you right now. So you're going to see the same thing with messenger chatbots as well. The seventh thing, and this is very, very important, so please pay attention. This is what I call the drum funnels. So right now, when you think about the old marketing funnels, this is how it is supposed to work. So you get like a ton of leads, you broadcast your message to 100,000 people, you make them aware, you engage them, you help them discover your product, your service, they purchase, and then you retain them. That's it. That's your funnel. You retain them. That's going to change in 2018. In 2018, you're looking at more drum kind of funnels. So instead of just this kind of cone that goes one way, after people have gone through this, they're going to go through the next phase, which is adoption, then retention, then expansion, and advocacy. Let me explain that. So when someone buys something from you, they have to use it. That's adoption. When they use it all the time, when they continue to use it month after month, that's retention. Then you've got a possibility to use the same audience. Remember, we talked about it earlier. You've got the possibility to use the same audience and expand your business. People who are using your tool often are more likely to recommend it to someone than people who never bought it in the first place. And then over time, you grow your own brand evangelists, people who will advocate for your brand, people who say, hey, Neil Napier is awesome, Kyvio is awesome. And, you already see people saying that. That's because they've been using it for over a year now or 6 months, and they've been helping us getting new leads in organically. They've been telling everyone. And whenever someone asks about, hey, I want to do this, what tool should I use? They jump in and they say Kyvio. So you got to do that same thing in your business, and it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. That's fine. But 2018 should be all about the drum funnel for you, which means that you are taking away the focus from just building a funnel to building a funnel where customers become brand advocates. That's what a drum funnel does. Do you have any questions about this? Let me know. What do you think? Perfect. Wolfgang says, I already use a drum funnel offline. That's good. That's very good. Are we using one-page funnel software? Is that what's on offer? No, Derry, the one-page funnel thing is not on offer. It's something that we are going to build into Kyvio moving forward, but no, that's not on offer today. All right, cool. Excellent. So that's the seventh thing. That's a drum funnel. Let's talk about the eighth thing, the eighth prediction for next year, which is community funnels. So this kind of goes back into the seventh point that I just made, where your community is very important, and trust and credibility also become important in 2018, especially because now a lot of selling happens on social media. I'm sure you've seen all those posts about, hey, I'm in, or I'm in, or I want to know more. And that those kind of posts go viral. That's all social media engagement. So when it comes to funnel building, trust and credibility will become very, very important, because instead of now having just a page that appeals to everyone, maybe with personalization, you'll start changing up the page. So when people land on the page, they also see not just who has bought it, but their friends that have bought it as well. Think about that for a second. Think about people opting in, so you know who they are. And as soon as they land on the sales page, in the testimonial section or in the who else has bought this platform or who else has bought this training, they see list of their friends as well. And they hit up their friend. They're like, hey, Tim, did you buy this training as well? I just landed on this page and it said, Tim already bought this a few days ago. Did you buy this too? Tim will be like, yeah, I did. It's great. Like, I've just gone through it a little bit and it already seems really good. So this is kind of social proofing your business. It's building a funnel around a community instead of building a community and then selling them something. So that's a big, big thing that's going to happen this year as well. This is a little bit advanced though, and you're not going to see that in the first or the second quarter. I think in the third quarter, you're going to see a lot of focus on this because communities are becoming bigger and stronger. And Facebook communities, if I just talk about that, they have low reach, but that's going to be maximized by people by building these community funnels as well. And Wolfgang makes a very good point. He says, plus this will weed out the people who aren't credible and trustworthy, making the industry better. Exactly. So I can guarantee you this much, and I can give you even some examples, right? Again, from my market, I know people like Martin Crumlish. His customers love him. He hasn't, from what I know, he hasn't generated a lot of leads in the last few months, but still he is making a lot of sales as an affiliate. He's making a lot of sales as a vendor. That's because he's built a very strong community around him. There are other people, on the other hand, who've just burned a lot of bridges, who promote a new offer every day, and people don't trust them anymore. People don't like them anymore. So trust and credibility are going to be even more important this year, because now people are starting to find their role models, their gurus, their leaders. So you got to become one if you're not already in your own market, in your own niche. The ninth thing that's going to happen with funnels this year, and this is a little bit kind of contentious, right? I really thought about, should I put this in, should I not put this in? But the crypto factor. I mean, I think we can all agree that in the last few months, especially, and last year, cryptocurrencies have just taken everyone by the storm. Even my dad, for example, who's not very technical, he calls me up and he says, Neil, I want to buy Bitcoin. How do I do that? And I mean, this is a guy, and I love him to bits, but this is a guy who doesn't understand antivirus platform software, who doesn't understand, what a secure site is. And there are people basically at all levels now who want to get into crypto one way or the other. Right? So two things are going to happen with this. In 2018, two things are going to happen that you can use to basically make a big impact if you follow this market. If you don't, I would recommend you do a little bit to begin with, because I think it's very interesting. But two things you need to pay attention to. The first thing is that, I'm sure you've heard this expression before, when everyone's digging for gold, sell shovels. Have you heard this? Give me a quick guess if you have. When everyone's digging for gold, sell shovels. And we're in that market right now. I mean, if you are involved in cryptocurrencies, or if you want to, there is scope, there is opportunity, definitely. But there's a more guaranteed, more sure shot opportunity for people who want to sell shovels. So people who want to sell instruments that help people get more cryptocurrency or use cryptocurrency. So you have an opportunity there. And I'm already kind of looking into something that came across my desk a few weeks ago that will help people who want to sell crypto related training to do better. But the key is that this is a booming market. So as long as you're happy to jump on a new trend, this would be good for you. The second thing in this case is the underlying technology itself, blockchain. I'm not going to go into detail because this is not a session about cryptocurrencies, but blockchain are really, really powerful because they allow much deeper level of personalization. I don't think 2018 is going to be it for that. I think for that we're looking more at 2019 or even early 20. But 2018 is going to see a lot of progress on blockchain technology that help with better personalization of content. So you've got these cookies on your browser. Everything works via cookies on Chrome and Firefox. That's going to go away in 2 years' time. Instead, all the personalization will happen via blockchain, via crypto concepts. So again, big change coming there as well, but maybe not as big in 2018, maybe 19 or 20. But I can tell you that if you have even looked at the crypto market, it is quite hot. If you don't have a specific niche or product that you're selling right now, I would strongly recommend you getting into the crypto market. I think it's quite interesting. So you're going to see a lot of things happening in 2018 around this as well. Then finally, this has kind of already been done for the last few years, but now we're going to see a big shift in 2018. So as you know, so far, if I think about that, so far in 2017, you can build a landing page and you can then view that landing page on mobile. You can see how it looks, you can customize it, you can improve it, and all that is fine. But what's going to happen in 2018 is that instead of people thinking about pages on desktop or on computers, they're actually going to start building their pages on mobile itself. So, in Kyvio, we have a way in which you can see what pages look on mobile, but you will also be able to eventually actually edit the pages in mobile format. So you can actually see in real time what the pages are going to look like, and you can change them accordingly. So the concept of funnels, right now, we develop funnels looking at it from desktop perspective. That's going to change. Funnel designing is also going to move on to mobile. I'm not saying that you're going to design funnels while you're on your mobile, but you will be able to see funnels being created, in front of you in mobile format. And that is very, very big, because then you can cater to 80% of the market quickly by creating sites for them on mobile displays. And for mobile, I got to tell you right now, I'm sure you know this, less is more. No one wants to scroll pages and pages of content. I mean, we've had this problem too, right? We've had sales pages that are absolutely long. And if someone reads them on mobile, they quit immediately, because no one wants to scroll 50 times on a page. So when it comes to mobile, less is more, and you're going to see more of that in 2018. So these are my strong predictions. I think some of them are going to be more impactful than others, some not so much, but I do think that a lot of this is going to basically happen this year, and a lot of it is going to show up and impact on how businesses are responding or changing in 2018. So what do you think about this so far? Let me know. Give me a quick yes if you found these predictions useful. Maybe you disagree with some, maybe you have other predictions as well. If so, let me know in the chat box. I'm keen to hear what you think about this. I mean, we can do the session again a year later and see which ones came through, but I'm quite confident that 5 out of 10 would definitely come true. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to open the question box, and I think, again, there's a bit of lag. Good. The crypto is fascinating, looks great, positive information, interesting and great predictions. A lot of this is good. A lot of this is good. So, like I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to show you an offer that we are opening up, and I want to do that now. Basically, what I want to do is that if you feel excited about 2018, and if you want to do this seriously, I want to help you. So previously, till now, I've never really gotten involved into any kind of coaching or mentoring, because it's just been, it's a little bit tiring thing to do, because everyone is different. But finally, I think I figured out how I can help more people by giving out standard content, but still pointing out ways in which it can be used in their business. So today, I want to give you the possibility to work with me so I can help you create more result-driven funnels in 2018. I showed you earlier, my goal this year is just to create tons and tons of funnels. So I'm going to be going through a lot of iterations, a lot of processes, a lot of different things are going to go wrong. Some things are going to go right. And I want to be able to share all of these with you. And I want to be able to help you in your specific funnels. So if you're interested in that, keep watching, because we have this brand new program that's opening up today on this call. It's called Funnel Ramp. It's basically a coaching / mentoring program to help you to give you the fastest way to give you help, to give you mentoring, and to help you overcome any challenges you might face in 2018. So let me ask you this question, and give me a yes or no. That's fine. Do you want 2018 to be bigger than 2017? Do you want that this year is different? Because I know that for a lot of people, 2017 just went by. They had hopes, they had goals, they had things they wanted to do, but they didn't get done because things didn't line up. They didn't have the right help. They didn't know what to do. They got stuck. So if you felt like that at some point last year, then this is going to be quite groundbreaking for you. Because now I can help you reach towards your goals with dedicated help. I can help you reach towards your goals by giving you pointers, helping you basically along the way so you don't stumble at all. Okay, so let's talk about Funnel Ramp, exactly what it contains and what it can mean for you as well. So Funnel Ramp, as I mentioned, is a coaching / mentoring program. We're going to start with 2 live group calls a month. So these calls are going to last 30 to 60 minutes where I will be dissecting a funnel in front of you and recreating it in Kyvio. I'm going to show you how to create funnels like that for yourself. So if you come across something good, if I come across something good, I'm going to take that funnel and I'm going to show you live on call how it was constructed, why it works so well, and what else could be done better with it. So there are going to be 2 sessions every single month. The first call starts on the 8th of January, which is a Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Then we're going to have 2 live call critiques of your funnels as well. So instead of just finding a public funnel, I'm going to ask you to give me one of your funnel, and I'm going to critique that in front of everyone, if that's okay. And I'm going to also get you there and answer your questions about that funnel as well. So again, that's going to happen as part of the live call on the 8th of January. And yes, the recordings are available. So if you miss it for whatever reason, if you cannot attend, don't worry. We'll make sure that you get the recordings within 24 hours. That's twice a month. Then I'm going to be doing, as I told you earlier, I'm going to be doing 12 new courses this year, and I'm going to give them to you for absolutely free. So, for example, one of the courses that I'm planning for this month is about, like I said, cryptocurrencies. The next course next month is going to be about affiliate funnels. In March, I'm going to do a course around one-page funnels, and there are going to be more courses throughout the rest of the year. And even though we sell them for between $49 to $99 every time, you're going to get them for absolutely free as part of this membership. Then, total value of all of this is already, by the way, $897 a month. If I think about how much my time is worth to do these live calls and me actually critiquing your funnels and showing you what could be done differently, what could be done better twice a month, as well as a new funnel-based course every month, that's already worth a lot of value, over $897 a month in pure value. And my goal with this is to give you new insights into new funnels that you can use in 2018. My goal is to help your 2018 be much better than 2017 was, and to give you one new info product every month before anyone else gets it. If any of these would be worth it to you, then I think this is a good membership option for you. This is something that you should strongly consider. And for those that are interested in getting in, I've got a couple of sweet bonuses as well. Bonus number 1 is twice a month hot seat session. So this is different from the live session. What's going to happen in this case is that I'm going to get you on a call with me one-on-one, but everyone will be listening in, or they'll be listening to the recording, and I will dissect your business right there and then. Not just your funnel, but you're going to tell me everything that you've done in the last year, everything that you're planning to do in the next year, and I'm going to help you along the way. I'm going to give you specific guidelines. I'm going to give you a roadmap that you can follow and get better results from that call onward. I mean, this is, again, you working with me more or less one-on-one for me to get into your business and get my hands dirty and tell you what needs to be done. Bonus number 2 is that for any future offer that we release, I mean, you're going to get all the courses for free anyway, but in case we have a launch, in case we have anything at all, you're going to get 20% flat off on all of our offers. So quite often we'll release them early for you, but in anything that we release, we'll give you 20% off flat on all of our new offers. Not the ones that you currently have, but any new offer that we put out, you're going to get 20% off. You can just demand that, basically. You can tell us, hey, I'm part of the Funnel Ramp crew, give me 20% off, and we'll give that to you. So that's going to be available to you as well as part of Funnel Ramp. So what are you getting with Funnel Ramp today? You're getting 2 live group calls every month. You're getting 2 live call critiques every month. You're getting 1 new funnel-based course every month, as well as then 2 hot seat sessions and a 20% flat discount on anything that you purchase from there on. This is a big value package already. With business critiques, by the way, let me tell you this. We usually don't do business critiques for single business. Why? Because each business is unique. It takes too much time. It's complicated. Everything is different. But you could be, if you get this, part of an elite group where I will help you fine tune your business and get more mileage out of what you are doing online. And even if it's not your business being critiqued, you can watch other people's business being picked apart and see how you can take some good things out of that and implement them in your business as well. None of this training is going to be on YouTube and stuff like that, by the way. So it's not like you can go back and watch some training after 3 to 6 months. No, this is going to be protected for a very few people inside a members area who can see this training available to them for life. Okay, so let's recap. You're getting 2 live group calls, you're getting 2 live call critiques, 1 new funnel based course, 2 hot seat sessions, as well as 20% flat discount. And all of this, by the way, is easily worth $1,245 a month. But quite obviously, I'm not going to charge you that much because it's quite a lot of money. I'm not going to charge you as much. Now, just remember my 10 predictions for 2018. What if you knew all these 10 things that I've talked about in great detail and you can use them to your advantage? What if you're really good at personalized funnels? What if you're really good at running contests? What if you could implement just one of these and make 10 times what you pay today? And what if you could have high converting funnels in 2018? Would all of this then be useful for you? Would you have made a good decision if you could get 10 times your ROI by the end of 2018 just from this today? So that's what's on offer. Again, based on the fact that this is already worth over $1,000 a month, you can see why this would be an absolutely great deal, even at $299 a month, which is what it's going to be in the future. Right now, we are close to pricing it at $149 a month because I think it makes sense. I think it's something that people are absolutely going to use, people are absolutely going to love, because it's going to be constantly updated, because every month is going to be new, every month is going to be different. So for those that want to get involved early on, that is you, we're giving a special price of $99 a month for Funnel Ramp. And that's where you need to go. Riste will drop the link for everyone. Go to kyvio.com/funnelramp and you can check out the page over there. There's not too much information right now because I've shown you everything I could on this presentation, but you can go there and you can pick either the monthly option, which is $99 a month, or if you want 60% off. Because $99 a month for 12 months is over $1,100 a year. If you want $60 off, I'm giving you a $499 per year option where you get grandfathered into that price, where you will be able to essentially get 12 months of service, where instead of paying $1,188, you now pay only $499. That's the Funnel Ramp yearly offer. You got 2 options. You can go for the monthly offer, you go for the yearly offer. You get what I've shown you on the left-hand side, but if you decide to go for the yearly, I'm actually going to just sweeten the deal for you and give you a few extra bonuses as well. But before I do that, I just want to show you a testimonial I got from Kenny. Kenny is one of my students from 2017. Again, I told you I didn't do too much mentoring and coaching, but I did some, but this was really expensive. Kenny had paid me $1,000 a month for every month of 2017. He had paid me $12,000 plus some percentage of his business because I was working even closely with him. And he said that working with Neil through 2017 has been great. He has helped me create and sell over $15,000 worth of products, and I'm excited about what 2018 holds. And I'm confident that he's going to break the 6-figure mark this year. I'm very confident with the direction that his business is taking right now. So for those first 20 people who get into the yearly option, we've got bonus number 3, which is one done for you crazy little funnel a month to promote one of our products if you so choose to. So if you are big into affiliate marketing, we're going to give you a crazy little funnel that will help you generate leads, and then you can generate those leads and you can sell Kyvio, you can sell AdConnect, SynRanker, one of those products, and get 100% commissions across the funnel except for Kyvio. Kyvio we just can't because of the cost associated with it, but with the other product you get 100% commissions across the funnel. Plus bonus number 4, for the first 20 people, we have immediate access to Insta Series as well, which is over 8 hours of training covering all things marketing built completely around Kyvio. And that's the link you need to go to. And what you see on the left is everything that you're going to get. So give me a quick yes in the chat box if you're getting in, or a quick 777 if you are going to jump in. So I know that I can expect you in there. I know I can expect you in the group, because this is something very, very unique. This is something that we're going to actively work towards. You're going to see a lot of emails about this moving forward, and the price is only going to go up. The yearly price is valid for a very short period of time, but the monthly is going to go up to $299 a month eventually, once you've hit a critical mass with a number of people. All right. Mark makes a very good point. Mark says the art of marketing is to take everyone in one direction and then a couple of years later switch everyone in the other. That's where the money is. Everything is cyclical. Exactly. Good. So let me know who's jumping in. Give me a quick one. Give me a quick yes if you are jumping into the funnel ramp offer. We haven't done something like this before, so it is quite experimental what we're putting out, but I hope that there are people who are actively running funnels, who are actively generating traffic and generating money, and this would be perfect for them. All right. John says I'm in now. And the cool thing is this, right? I'll be honest with you. If we don't get a lot of people into this, and I'm okay with that, if we don't get a lot of people, basically every couple of weeks we'll be talking one-on-one, more or less. I'll be talking to a very small group of people, which I'm perfectly okay with. Ideally I want 100 people in this, right? So there's enough people so that a lot of people learn from everyone else. But even if we have 20, even if you have 10, I'm okay with that, because I can give more time and spend more energy in helping those 10, 20 people. So John says I'm in now. John, that's excellent. Let me know who else is jumping in. Let me know if you're on the page and if your transaction goes through fine. If you have any problem with it, tell me that as well. Ebe says 777. Ebe, I know you're very active in our Facebook group as well, so it's great to hear from you. It's great to see that you're jumping in as well. And again, I know you're doing a lot of cool stuff as well, so I can definitely help you in what you're building in your business. All right, Detlef, see you soon. That is all right. I'm going to move forward. I think I want to answer a few questions as well before I close this off. But just think about 2018 with respect to your 2017. How was 2017 for you? What will you do without mentoring or coaching in 2018? It is perfectly fine to have goals, ambitions, and things you want to do. I completely support that. I think it's a good thing. But the thing is that if you had the goals and ambitions in 2017 as well, and if you didn't do all of them, think about why you didn't. Could one of the reasons why you didn't is that you didn't have the right help? You didn't have the right coaching? Because if that's the case, then 2018 can be different. And then let's just think about how much this actually costs, right? If I think about the yearly thing, this costs you about $1.36 every day. If you get in the yearly offer, it's about $1.36 every day. That's all you will have to pay to be able to leverage this per day. And if you don't wish to continue next year, that's perfectly fine. But my goal is to make 2018 awesome for you, which is why I think you should consider mentoring if you don't already have a mentor. And also think about what could you make with one funnel in 2018. If you make one really good funnel in 2018, that just converts really well, you could potentially make 6 figures, just like Kenny is gearing up to. So think about what you can make with one funnel in 2018. So that's the Funnel Ramp offer. You get 2 live group calls a month. You get 2 live call critiques, 1 new funnel-based course. You get 2 hot seat sessions, and you get 20% flat discount. And for those people who are jumping into the yearly offer, you get 1 new done for you funnel every month, as well as then Insta series. Now I've got 2 choices from here. My 2 choices are to basically, make something cheap, not give a lot of my time to you, or actually help you by holding your hand to get you where you want to go. Your choices are the blue pill and the red pill. I can't remember which one's which, but take the one that you want. Take the one that takes you to your end goal. Take the one that actually helps you get results in your business. If it's with me, great. If it's not, that is completely fine. But if I can help you reach that goal, then I think you should consider it. Think about Kenny for a second, right? Kenny's already paid me 12,000 and he's profiting 15,000, so he's really happy. You're paying a fraction of that. If you also made 15,000 with my help in 2017, I think I'd be pretty happy. I think you'd be pretty happy too, or 18 rather. All right, cool. Ebe says I'm in. Lewis says let's play. I'm in with the yearly option as well. Good. It is an investment, by the way. It is always going to be risky. I want to be upfront about that. Maybe less risky than crypto, but it's always an investment. And why? Because I'm putting my time out there. I can't do a lifetime price on this for obvious reasons, because I can't work with you for the rest of my or your life at a one-time fee. This is why we're doing a monthly or yearly fee, because I'm committed to the program. It's something I've been thinking about for the last 2 years. I want to start something, but never really had a good enough thought process to what I wanted to do. But with Funnel Ramp, I think I have enough idea about what I can do to deliver great value to you. And you have 2 choices to basically do this. Okay? So you're going to get a lot of hand-holding from me. You're going to get me basically working with you on your business, on these live calls. You're going to tell me, Neil, these are the problems I'm facing, and I'm going to tell you basically how to resolve them. So I'm not going to run your business, but I am going to help you get there. That's what I can promise you. Every week, I'll be walking the walk with you. And this is what real mentoring is about, by the way. Real mentoring, real coaching is about being there with your customers, with your client, and actually helping them along the way. So let me do a few Q&A, and after we're done with that, we'll close out this session as well. Let me see if you have any questions. Perfect. Ebe says, I'm in. Remember the replay tomorrow. Ebe, of course. So let's go through a few questions, Q&A, and see if there's anything else you need answering. I will do that as well. So will all the sessions be recorded? Yes, all the sessions will be recorded, and they will be available in the members area. If someone joins in, say, later on, they won't be seeing all the sessions. They'll only be seeing the sessions that they have just attended. So if you're wondering, should you get in now or should you get in later? I would strongly recommend now, because when you do, you will be able to see all the sessions from now on. If you get in later, you will miss all those sessions. So yeah, if you decide to join later, you still can. Not at the yearly. The yearly option is not going to be available forever. The monthly will always be there. It will just go up in price over time. But what I can tell you that if you decide to join in later, you will not be able to see all the previous trainings, all the previous information products, and so on. Okay. What if my business is a bit different? Can you still help me? Yes, of course. I mean, I think everyone's business is different. I respect and appreciate that. All you have to do in that case is just grill me, ask me questions. Get on the live workshop with me and make sure that you ask me questions about your business, especially when we do the hot seat call. And again, that's one good thing if we don't have too many people, because you're guaranteed to have a hot seat call in the next 3 months. All right. So is there any money back guarantee? Yes, as always, we do 30-day money back guarantee. Of course, I hope it doesn't come to that, but it's completely experimental. You might jump in on the first 2 sessions and say, Neil, this is not for me. If that's the case, no problem, no harm, no foul. Just let me know and we'll pack up and you can go your own way. I can go my own way. But I'm confident that this will deliver enough value to you just within the first month that you feel, okay, I've already got my money's worth. I want to see what's in the next month. Then, what other courses are you planning to release? Well, I've told you about the 3 courses already. I mean, there's a lot more that I want to do around the 10 predictions that I made because I think they're going to be quite big next year. So I want to talk more about basically, turning customers into brand advocates. So that's something that I might be releasing a course on. There are other things as well that I'll cover. I want to talk about membership stuff and email marketing stuff as well. And I think inevitably that will come into play as well because we talk about funnels. So when we talk about funnels, we'll talk about emails as well. So around those things, I'm sure I'll be creating a lot more courses. And as I mentioned, you will be getting access to them before anyone else does for free. What happens if Neil gets bored and forgets about Funnel Ramp? So I really considered like this question, what happens because you're committing to an yearly offer, what happens if I get bored? Well, for starters, you know where I am, right? I'm always on Facebook. So you can reach out to me there if you're underwhelmed with the training, if you're underwhelmed with what you're getting. And honestly, it hasn't happened till date that I made a commitment and I haven't fulfilled it. But if that does happen, then I'll put you on another program that is of equal value so that you get your money's worth still. If that other program is Kyvio, so be it. Worst case scenario, we give you a store credit so that you can use the money that you spend for other things later on. That is if I fail and if I stop working on the program. Again, not going to happen, but if it does, I will still be here. Now, why don't we have a lifetime access to this? Why do we have to pay monthly? As I mentioned already, lifetime is something that for something like this, we just can't do. It's a mentoring program. It's a constant follow-up mentoring program. It can't really work if you basically pay once and I have to work with you for the rest of my life or your life, whichever is shorter. But instead, this is a monthly program. You can opt in, opt out anytime you want. There's no contract, except of course if you got the yearly license, then you have a 12-month contract. But then you are getting 60% off in that case. I just want one-on-one help. How much would it be to work with you, Neil? How much would it cost? So I don't do one-on-one help in exceptional unless under exceptional circumstances. Kenny was one of the people I work with, as I mentioned. With him, we had a yearly contract, and we charged him $12,000 for working with him, and it involved one call every 2 weeks with him, and just some help via Skype. So if you want to work one-on-one with me, $12,000, I'm available for sure. Just let me know when. This is the next best option, really is. Do I have to decide now, or can I still get the bonuses later? So if you want the yearly option, decide as soon as possible, because we are going to close that eventually. About the bonuses, they are not going to be available. The last 2 bonuses, the Done For You funnel thing and the Instant Series, are only for the yearly folks. So if you're getting the monthly license, those bonuses are not going to be available for you. Okay, as well as the hot seat session and the 20% discount are available only during this campaign. John's asking a very good question. Do we get a one-on-one call or is it a group call? John, so for the hot seat session, I will do a one-on-one call, but I will release that call to the rest of the group as well. So there will be a 1-hour one-on-one call with you and me, let's say in that case, but the recording will be available to the group as well. Okay. Riste, could you please note down Daniel's email? All right. Next question. Will you cover other topics such as membership sites and email marketing? Inevitably, yes. I mean, this is starting as Funnel Ramp, but quite honestly, this might go into, I don't know, Business Ramp or something. It's hard to know right now because, again, this is quite experimental. I'm sure that if I keep talking about funnels for 12 months, I might get bored. So I will cover other topics as well. I will talk about especially how they work in relation to funnels. Then can I cancel anytime? Yes, you can. We're not holding you to ransom here. You can cancel anytime you want. That is perfectly fine. What's the discount on the yearly plan? So again, the monthly is $99 a month. The yearly is $499 a year. So you're getting close to 60% off on that, on the yearly plan. Otherwise, you can still subscribe to $99 a month. That's okay. Should I buy this if I'm just getting started? So this is going to be more applicable to people that are already creating funnels, but I can tell you that as long as you're willing to take action in 2018, get this, because I will push you hard. I mean, I do that with my team as well. Rista can tell you, but as long as you are willing to work, I will make you work, even if it's your own business. So if you're just getting started, but if you need someone to be, to give a little bit of tough love every couple of weeks, yes, get in. All right. Cool. So those are all the questions that I had in mind that I could answer for you. There are some details over here. You can get in touch with us via support@kvsocial.com. Leave me a message and I promise to get back to you as soon as I can. But that's the link you need to go to, kyvio.com/funnel ramp. And this yearly offer is open for a short time. When we hit those 20 people, then we're going to get rid of these one done for you funnels and Insta series. That's only going to be available for the first 20. So make sure that you are getting into that. Okay. Richard's asking, I'm a newbie in the IM space. Will this benefit me? I'm looking to become proficient in affiliate marketing. Richard, as long as you are going to work, I'll make you work. That's the one good and bad thing about me, is that I drive people quite a lot, so I push them to work. So as long as you're willing to work towards something, I will work with you basically to help you get there. With affiliate marketing, I think again, it's about finding your feet, finding what it is you want to do. So yeah, when we do the one-on-one hot seat session with you eventually, I think you can ask more questions there, or you can just ask more specific questions and I can help you with that as well. So schedules for the webinar, John, I will always do them at 1 p.m. Eastern. So the first one is scheduled for the 8th, which is a live call. Then the next similar live call is on 22nd. But the hot seat sessions are more flexible. So, that's between, let's say, if you and I are talking, we can discuss, okay, in this week, what times work for you. You can book a session and we can do a session then. Okay. Ebe, do you want to tell in the Facebook group who are the first one to buy? Ebe, I'll have to check my numbers afterwards and see who's already bought already. I can actually just pause the screen and check now. But I'll make sure that whoever buys, we give all those details to you. And if we hit 20, I'll let you know, basically. That's what I can tell you. If you hit 20, I will let you know that those bonuses are not available anymore. Okay. I'm going to check basically how many we have at the moment. Just let me see. Okay. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, please do push them along. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Okay, I can see at least 3 already, or 2. Let me check something else as well. Okay, I see 4 people. Great. Perfect. Yep, so 4 people are in so far, which means that we still have more space to hit 20, but that's okay. Like I said, this might not be for everyone. This is for those people that actively want to grow their business in 2018 using funnels, and if they trust me enough to help them with it. It's for those people. All right, great. I'm going to close out the session soon. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us via support desk and we'll send out a replay as well. Oh yeah, one thing I did promise, and I'm sorry I forgot. Like I said, if you stay till the end, we're going to give you something cool. Riste, can you drop a link to that, please, for me? So that's going to be a PDF document. Let me open that up as well here. It's a funnel checklist, basically, that you can use in your business. As you go through it, make sure that your funnel has all these things already done, right? So there are 10 things. As long as you can make sure of that, your funnel will be ready to go. It will convert really well as well. So make sure like your opt-in pages work, make sure your pages have buy buttons and so on. I won't go into that right now because the session is being recorded. So yeah. Okay, great. Any other questions? Anything else you want to know? Let me know right now before we close off the session, and we can take it from there. Ebe, just grab the funnel checklist link from what Rist has given. I think it'll be good. But again, I appreciate everyone being on the call. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope it's been useful, regardless of whether you got in or not. I wish you all the best for 2018. I hope you make some awesome funnels. I hope you make some high converting funnels, and that works really well for you. All right, cool. Take care, everyone. Bye.